Hi guys, welcome back to Nardi Elder Gaming, and we are back in Eurotruck Simulator 2. So let's have a look. So far we've made 10,000 euros, which ain't too bad, I suppose. Let's have a look. Quick job is in progress. Performance thoughts from Swansea to London. That was one that I actually picked up that job the other day while I was looking through actually testing pro mods just to make sure it was working properly, and alongside my other mods as well. So let's jump in. We just get straight in the cab and let's get on our way. Just have a look at our route. Yeah, I managed to sort out the map problem that we had last time as well. What it was, I just had a missing file that I hadn't moved over from the pro mods installation, but it's all done now. So there's our route. So we're heading from Swansea and we're going to head into London. So it should be a nice trip down the M4 by the looks of it. Yeah, M4, a road that I've driven many, many times in the past. So let's fire her up. I've actually installed a Tobii eye tracker on this, but I haven't got it operating at the moment because I need to get some kind of stand for it so I can move it closer to my actual sitting position for playing this game, which is too far away from the monitor for the eye tracker to actually pick me up. But I've tested it; it does work quite well. So it will be used as soon as I can figure out a way of doing it, basically. So let's head on. We'll get on our way. Better have a look and see how we're getting out of here actually before we do anything. So I'm just wondering whether that's the way out, just down past that container there. I suppose it is. We can have a look outside, can't we? See if we can see round. No, it's not. Oh, I see where we're going. We're going round the outside there. Yeah, no worries. All is good. We know what we're doing now. Bring around nice and easy. There we go, perfect. There we go, we're on our way. So let's have a look. We've got a 5-hour journey on this one, 243 miles. Let's not get done for speeding just yet. So we're okay. This Eurotrucking wheel is such a nice wheel to use for this game. Feels really smooth. These are more like the kind of roundabouts I recognise from England. Eddie Stubber. What's he waiting for? Must have been waiting for me for some strange reason. I didn't notice the red signal then. I was trying to concentrate on this road, on this bit of road. But not to worry. So fine, no doubt we'll get more as we're going through. See if we can get ourselves up to 56. Just under 5 hours left on this journey. There we go, cruise control on. What time is this? 12 minutes past 8, so it's going to start getting dark soon. Lights are on. Let's get ourselves over in the slow lane. Just checking to make sure I had my lights on then. And I've also discovered the zoom button as well, as you probably just noticed. Doesn't seem to be a lot of traffic on the road. I might have to get a mod installed to build the traffic up a little bit, I think. Be very unlikely to see a motorway this empty. Mind you, I did get on one that was completely empty once. My daughter actually broke down on the motorway while I was at home. So I was called out to come and pick her up because she wasn't far from home. The police had actually closed the whole motorway off, and she was one of the last cars waiting to actually get off the motorway, and she broke down just before the junction. So to get to her, I just took a walk down the middle of the motorway. It was very surreal, just seeing her car on its own. No other traffic around anywhere, just one copper just stood waiting for me to reach him so he could explain what was going on. Yeah, she just broke down at the worst possible position, really. If the car had given her, what, 5 more minutes driving time, she would have been home. Right, we just arrived back in England. Let's speed her up a little bit. Five minutes to 10, 4 minutes to 10. And just 2 hours, 40 minutes left. That coach is flying a bit up ahead of me. forgot to actually have a look and see what truck this was we were driving, because it's quite a nice one. Seems to pull quite nicely. Got to get a mod on here to try and change the garages to real life garage names, and also the company names as well. I know there is one you can get, I can't remember the name of it at the moment, so I will have to install it at some point soon. Because I like having mods, but I don't want to have, you know, hundreds and hundreds of mods, so they all start interfering with each other and the game doesn't run properly. So at the moment I've got very few. I've got pro mods obviously, and I've got the brutal weather mod, and I think that's pretty much it, apart from maybe a couple of there's the Eddie Stobbard one. That's one I've got. See, I'm trying to think. I can't even remember what I got now. But there's not a lot anyway. All told, I've probably got probably about 12 mods at the moment. Oh shit. I didn't realise I was quite that close to that, to be honest. You need to slow down, dude. Got a little bit of damage from that, unfortunately. Could have stuck the signs on the hard shoulder, couldn't they? Would have saved my 1% damage, but it's not my vehicle anyway, so I'm not too concerned with that. Might have a little bit of a penalty when I get there, but never mind. So I've decided as well, until I get used to reversing the trucks again, the difficult ones I'm going to do externally so I can see what I'm doing, so I don't make a hash of it like I did on that last one. Where I think I took out about 2 or 3 cars in a little car park. Probably almost took half their wall out as well. heading towards Heathrow now, so we're not far from London. Used to drive my lorry down this stretch of road a lot of times. Probably 3 or 4 times a week, I suppose. Only 8 miles to go. Damn, I think I just missed my turn there. Alright, not to worry, we can spin back round. Not concentrating on the road. It's alright, we get to see a bit of London. Nearly got all the way around it then. Right, we're back on track again. After a nice little bit of sightseeing. Sort of back on track, I suppose. So we're just 1 mile away now. Almost there. A little bit of sightseeing never hurt anyone, did it? Should have been over in this lane, really. Still not to worry, I could have got away with it. No, no, not red, not red. Oh, you shit. I hoped I was going to get away with that. Damn it. These roads feel quite tight around here. Right, we're almost there. Now, it'd be nice if it gave us a nice easy bit of parking, wouldn't it? Let's go. Not nice of them. tight to this bloody wall. Again. I had one like this recently. There we go. Nicely in place. The tractor unit's a little bit off, but it doesn't matter. So let's drop it down and let's see how we did. Right. Yeah, not too bad. I'm quite happy with that one. So we can now get another skill. I'm going to go in, put another high value cargo in there. See what the email was. Special transports. Now these are slow, but these pay some good money. So we'll have to have a look at those if we get any. Let's have a look in the jobs and see if there's any actually on there yet. No special transfers yet. Transports. And the game's crashed. No worries. Just load it back in. Right, so let's see what we want to do. So there's nothing on here that's paying exceptionally high. Swansea to Portmadog. Portmaddock. That's not too bad a one. That's 538. I think I might do that one actually. Yeah, let's go for that one. So let's have a look. It's just gone midnight. It's a 5-hour journey. Shouldn't be too bad. So let's head off and let's see how we do with this one. Just before we do, actually, let's just have a look at the truck outside, see what we're driving. Can't really see it very well. No, I don't think I'm going to get a very good thumbnail from that one, am I? Not to worry, hopefully I'll remember it by the time we get back, and then by the time we get to our destination, rather. And then from there, I can get a nice little picture. So we've got 16 tons of plums on board. That's a lot of plumage. There's not going to be a lot of traffic around at this time of morning. This truck doesn't feel like it's got a lot of guts to it. Glad I waited for him. There's not much guts in this lorry at all. big fan of driving in the dark because you don't really get to see much, do you? It's literally just a little patch directly ahead of you, and that's it. That was a bit close. Just under 5 hours ago to go. I had to stop then because my hat switch stopped working. Just had to figure out why, and it was because for some reason the Tobii eye tracker switched on. I've got it set on a button on the shifter, so I can switch it on and off whenever I want. But as soon as that's switched on, it disables the hat. Try and take that trailer a bit wide. Well, I think I clipped something a little bit there. But no police around, so hopefully I got away with it. So it's 3 o'clock in the morning, it looks like it's starting to lighten up a little bit. Come across these situations all too often. It's a very common thing to see in England. Don't know about anywhere else in the world. I imagine it's pretty much the same. Oh, sheep in the road. Well, I don't come across that very often, I will admit. Usually it's a broken down vehicle or roadworks going on, that kind of thing. But not so much broken down vehicles with traffic lights, to be honest. These are very tight little roundabouts. Yeah, these roundabouts are very tight. They always feel so easy when you're in a car or in a little 7.5 ton lorry, not so bad, but when you're in an Arctic, it's a little bit different. We're at 131 miles left to go. Basically gone from one side of Wales to the other side. quite nice driving through these roads. It's a bit of a change from motorway driving all the time. A little bit different. It's not just straight roads all the time. You've got to actually turn corners. And occasionally drive over a roundabout. Quite literally in my case. Carefully through the town. At least this one's a bit of a bigger roundabout. There's no other traffic around. I usually try to take these turns and act quite wide, just to avoid hitting anything, you know. Imagine in the days of not having power steering in your vehicle and trying to drive one of these around roads like this. You'd be knackered by the end of the day. What am I indicating for? Miles to go, and 6:15 in the morning. lorry behind me there. Bet he's got a bit more horsepower than I have for getting up these hills. Nothing tells me I'm in England more than seeing Eddie Stobart lorry driving past. Still got the other lorry behind me. I thought he turned off actually. It's only 50 miles to go. Soon be there. It's busy today up at this point. I could have gone then. There we go, Port Madog, 28 miles. That hat switch is bugging me now. Sometimes it just seems to stick and you can't get any movement out of it. I'm gonna have to look into that. once I got the eye tracker working, it won't make any difference really. Right, 22 miles to go. Really wouldn't want to live in a house that close to the road. I couldn't get that bloody thing to move again then. Right, we're almost there. Can't see my parking spot. Must be up in here. Of course it is. Right. I think what we're going to have to do here because I don't think we're going to get around. I don't think we're going to get around there, are we? But if we do, it's going to be very tight. So what I'm thinking is, oops, bringing the truck out. So now to make things even better, my chair keeps slipping around. A garage roof got right in the way then. I couldn't see. Try and get a bit of an angle on that. It's giving me some real difficult jobs here, isn't it? Is that going to go in? It's very tight. Oh, that is incredibly tight. I don't remember anything being this tight when I was doing this before. Let's see if I can turn it a bit sharper as I go in. To any of you guys out there who are parking these things without any of these problems, I'll take my hat off to you. Damn it. I'm going to have to try and get some brakes for these wheels on this chair. There we go, that looks nice and straight. There we go. It took a little bit, but we managed to get it in there. See that hat switch? That's a little bit annoying at the moment. I've got to try and figure out why it's doing that. Right, so are we... There we go, we're parked up. And we're switched off. Right, so let's drop that down. Job done. You're damn right I should have got 90 XP for that maneuver. Yeah, I don't remember anything in the last playthrough I did ever being as difficult as that. Right, so we did 228 miles, 8 hours, and we get another skill. So let's I'm going to put one in the ADR there, so we can start doing some of those as well. So there we go. How are we doing? So far we got 22,158. So we basically doubled what we started with. So that's pretty good going. It's not a bad, not a bad couple of jobs to do today. Like to assist you with developing your potential even further. Your credit limit has been raised to 500,000. So, in effect, I could actually borrow the money and buy myself a new truck, couldn't I? So I'm actually using my own truck. Let's have a look. Have we discovered any? That's the only one. This features for trusted customers early. You need to own at least 5 trucks. Oh, right, okay. So let's go and visit the selected dealer. Right, let's see how much. See, that one's going. That's quite nice. What's the horsepower? Let's see, that's only 421. That's better. That's 510 horsepower. That's 476. Double axle at the back. Check that one out. 517 horsepower, triple action axle. 275. So I could in effect buy a truck. I'm sort of thinking about that one, to be honest. It's a shame you can't actually see inside. Take a nice photo. Yeah, so I got nothing to trade in. So it's 200,000. Let's see if we can have a word with the bank. So that, asking for a loan of 400,000, repayment period 70 days, interest rate 12%, daily instalment 578A. So in effect, to do that, I would have to do a journey like we just did there, and then another one on top in order to be earning. I might have to think on that one, because I may well do a few more journeys first before I go on with that. So it's a big investment. And last time I went through it, I never bothered with the banks. I just earned the money and bought what I had the money for, which is the way I sort of like doing it. So I think that's the way we might have to play this one. Let's see what jobs are on there. Yeah, see, there's nothing, there's none of the special jobs on there, which is a shame, because you could get sort of 14,000 for something like that. But not to worry, there's still a few there where we're still in the 5,000s, so it's all good. So on the next one, I'm not going to choose a job now, we'll choose one on the next video. So if you want to join me for the next one, remember what to do. Just like and subscribe, smash the like button as well. I could do with a few likes, and I will see you on the flip side. I'll catch you all later.